question before me today is, why does it seem like when a guy comes after me, the first thing on his mind is sex, right? A lady was asking, can't a guy be interested in me without sex on his mind? The first question I'll ask in reply is, what do you mean when you say interested in you? Of course, a guy can be interested in you as just a friend, and he would not be sexually attracted to you. That's fair. If that's what you're saying, okay. However, if we're talking about romantic interest, then it's natural that he's sexually attracted to you. I'm not saying that when the guy comes after you, all he's thinking in his head is how to sleep with you, see you naked, and all of those. That's not what I'm saying. You would agree with me that that's creepy. That's fantasy land. I'm not saying that all guys come after you with that picture of you in their heads. However, if a guy is romantically interested in you, then he's sexually interested in you. That's what I'm saying. And that's a good thing actually. Romantic interest is equal to sexual interest. It's the way it is. Believe me, you don't want a guy that comes after you and isn't sexually attracted to you. That would be a disaster. In fact, you don't want anyone you marry to ever lose sexual interest in you. In my opinion, that's also a disaster. So the question is not whether he has sex on his mind when he comes after you, young lady. The question should be number one. So apart from sex, which is biologically wired to pursue anyway, apart from sex, what else is on his mind for me? Yeah? As humans, we're wired to pursue sex with people who have good genes. And that is not just the man. We're all wired to find someone with whom we can have healthy offsprings. It's why things like height for men and beauty for women have always been prioritized when searching for a mate. Alright? It's wired into us. So the question is, number one, what else is on his mind? Is he also looking to build friendship with you, to partner with you, take you on dates, serve you? Is he willing to offer you his strength again and again, even though you are going to be a handful most of the time? And trust me, that takes guts, it takes courage to be that for a woman, time and time again. Or is he going to quit on you at the first sign of trouble? That's the first question. What else does he want from you? If there's nothing else, he just wants to have sex with you, then that's not the kind of guy you want. Trust me. The second question, okay, so he has sex on his mind. Good. And other things. What is he willing to pay for it? Some guys will only pay a few minutes on a phone call or a few minutes chatting on WhatsApp. For some guys, that's how much you're worth. Okay? Some others will pay for dinner and expect you to pay him with sex. Is what it is. Is that great? No, it's sad, but it is what it is. Okay, I'm just calling it as it is. Some other guy will pay with a great conversation, expensive wine, even shopping. Alright? And expect to be rewarded at the end of it with sex, of course. You want someone who not only has sex in his mind, but wants to build with you and pursue your heart. And only your heart among all female hearts. Alright? Forever. And also someone who is willing to pay whatever it costs to have you. Least of which is your bride price and the rights of marriage, in this part of the world is what you have to do to make somebody your wife. The least of it, the least a guy should be willing to pay to have sex with you should be make you his wife. Alright? The third question is, how long is he willing to pay for to wait for it? How long is he willing to wait for it? So he doesn't just have sex, he has other things in his mind. What is he willing to pay for it? And how long is he willing to wait for it? Is he willing to wait to gain your trust, to show you who he really is, to build friendship with you? Is he willing to wait for just 1 week? You know, a guy told me that a long time ago. Told me that if a woman hasn't kissed you after 3 days of meeting you, she should never sleep with you. Now, someone like that will be making everything possible to get you to kiss him in the first 3 weeks, first 3 days. Sorry. If that doesn't work, when he tries to kiss you and you say no, he cuts you off. So those are the 3 questions. Apart from sex, what else on his mind? 2, what is he willing to pay for it? And 3, how long is he willing to wait for it? And you can ask him this question in subtle ways. Those are not the scope of this video anyway. It could come up in conversations. You should listen really closely to what a man that comes after you says in idle conversations, because the heart speaks. And sometimes the man talking doesn't know when he says what's in his mind in passing. Alright, so that is all from me today. Thank you, CK. Thank you, everyone watching it. Bye now.